Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen, was salatu was salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen, wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd, qala Allah tabarak wa ta'ala fil Qur'an al-Majid wal Furqan al-Hamid. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر وعلى الذين يطيقونه فدية طعام مسكين فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له وأن تصوموا خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم. أما بعد، قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد في شان حبيبه إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم وصلي عليه. Alhamdulillah, last week we started our topic fasting, Sawm or Roza, all three names, different languages, obligations, conditions, questions, answers, masail, what normally people go through. Normally people ask these kind of masail, and normally they ask these questions every month of Ramadan or before month of Ramadan. That's the reason I've got all these 41 questions, alhamdulillah, here. What we went through last week, about 16 questions, and today, hopefully, inshallah, we'll finish the rest of all the questions. They're very important questions. Try to, if you can note it down, you can note down. Otherwise, if you forget something, then you can go on my Facebook page, and if you want to address, and after the Jummah, you can come to me, you can ask me. It will be uploaded there or on YouTube, and you can watch what you don't understand. Acha ji, first masla we'll talk about, the first one. The first question. In forgetfulness, if some healthy person started eating or drinking, then it is obligatory upon other Muslim to remind him. But if that person is unhealthy, the one who forgetfully started eating and drinking in fast, and he is unhealthy, then it is better not to remind him. This is the hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet said, if someone is fasting and he started eating and drinking, look at him. Either he is young or he is old. If you think he is unhealthy, he won't be able to complete his fast, don't remind him. Let him eat. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who made him forget. Allah is the one who's feeding him. Don't worry about it. Just don't remind him. But if you know he's a healthy person, if I remind him, then he will complete his roza. Then go and remind him. It is obligatory upon you. It is further upon you to go and remind him that you are fasting and stop eating. Next, spouses can hug and kiss each other when they're fasting. Now people, they ask, can we hug, like let's say, or something? And yes, you can hug your wife. You can kiss your wife, of course, which is as long as you know that things won't get to the next stage. If you know the things will, then it is makruh for you to go near your spouse. Otherwise, don't do it. If you know it's one, then it won't break your fast. There are three passageways. Through those three passages, if something goes in your body, that will break your fast. One is your mouth, one is your nose, one is your back passage. Through that, of course, they put camera in, or they give medicine, or whatever they want to do, they do it. These three passages, these three holes, if anything goes in and goes to your digestive system, that will break your fast. Now, can eye drops and ear drops break your fast? As I said before, there are only three holes when something goes in your body, breaks your fast. Eyes, they have very small hole in the corner, just in corner, very small hole. But my teacher, he gives fatwa, and many other ulama they have given this fatwa, that eye hole, the small one, that is like your skin pores. You know, when you take bath, the water does go in your body. That's the reason you start feeling coolness. And then you can complete your roza easily, especially in hot countries. When you take bath, you feel a bit cold inside your body, because through your skin pores, small holes, water is actually going in your body. So that hole, the eye hole, that comes under skin pores. That does not come under big hole like your mouth, like your nose, like your back passage. So eye drops, you can use eye drops while fasting. You can use ear drops. There is no passage through your ear and your throat anyway, except if there is a thin curtain in your ear, thus let's say damaged, then of course you put something and will go in your throat. Then you just try to be very careful. Otherwise, you can use eye drops, you can use ear drops. Can we wear contact lens while fasting? Yes, you can. Many ulama din they say you cannot, and many other major ulama din they say that yes, you can use contact lenses, because when you wet contact lens in the liquid and it comes out, there's only a little bit liquid left, just a little bit, and then you put in your eyes, it won't go nowhere. When you take bath, water does go in your eye a little bit, then people can't take bath to you. So contact lenses are fine, and eye drops are fine as well. As I mentioned before, the small hole, it does not come under big holes. Next one, another important one. Does injection break your fast? Now there are three kind of injections. One is intravenous injection, which goes in your veins. One is intramuscular, that goes in your muscles. One is intra-articular, that goes in your joints. Any injection you use, and whatever you're taking through those injections, nothing ends up in your digestive system. Either it goes in your veins and gives you maybe a little bit strength, and on your muscles or in your joints, it only recovers that illness, whatever you have, or gives you a bit strength. It does give you strength, but it does not go in your digestive system. So any injection you use, it won't break your fast. Either you're taking insulin, either your vaccinations are coming up, so you can take while fasting, it won't break your fast. But many other scholars, they say the injection will break your fast. So you can basically listen to both sides. How? If doctor says that, and he has prescribed that you have to take injection, there is no choice, you have to take injection, you cannot postpone that appointment while fasting, then scholar says that's fine, you can take that injection. But if a doctor says no, it's okay, that's fine, you don't have to take injection, you can complete your fast, or you can take one before the sahri and one after the iftari, then you must not take injection. This is how you can keep both sides. If doctor says yes, you have to, that's fine, you can complete those out by taking injections. And if doctor says you don't have to, then that doesn't mean that you just jump in and that's fine, okay, I can take, because it's a difference of opinion in this one. Next one, if something was stuck between your teeth after sahri, people eating and then they finish, and something was stuck in between your teeth and you swallowed it, does that break your fast? It depends how big the thing was. If it's bigger than pea, dana or chane ki dal, PEA, bigger than pea, and you swallowed it and you realize something did go in, you did realize, that will break your fast. And if you are smaller than pea and then you went in and you never realized, of course, that won't break your fast. Yeah, but smallest thing you picked up from outside and now you put it in your mouth, either you realize you did not realize, that will break your fast, because that is something already inside stuck. It's already part of the food which went in. If that goes in, less than pea won't break your fast. But from outside, you took something very smallest, the most smallest thing, and you put it in your mouth purposely, and you know you swallowed it. You realize, or you did not realize, that will break your fast. Now you have a dentist appointment. For example, you're having your teeth cleaned or filling, or even a tooth taken out. Now, will that break your fast? Or do you have to fast that day when the appointment is there? Now remember, when you're having the teeth cleaned, the dentist uses water and drilling to clean your teeth, to take the decay out, all the dirt from your teeth, to remove all the decay and dirt. So there are higher chances than whatever they're taking out and the cleaning is going to go in your mouth. Why? Because they open your mouth, they don't let you close your mouth. And the two things are going on. One is hoovering and one is water. And if your mouth is open, there is no chance you can stop water going in your mouth and the decay as well, or the dirt as well. You cannot close your mouth, because to stop going in your mouth something, you have to close your mouth. They don't let you close your mouth, and water does go in. So the day you have appointment, and plus it's not like necessarily you have to have that appointment. You can postpone that appointment, tell them that's fine, I can come after 1 month, nothing going to happen. So it is obligatory upon you to postpone that appointment and do it after the month of Ramadan. We arrange it, that's fine. They won't say anything. Yeah, if something you have to do, a doctor says otherwise you're going to die, which is never going to happen, then of course you take and you can miss fast, otherwise you cannot. Next, if sweat or tears enter your mouth, does that break your fast? It depends how much it was, how much the tears were, how much the sweat was. So if tears and sweat, 1 or 2 drops, it went in your mouth. Now how tears can go in your mouth? Let's say you're reading Namaz in Ramadan, people reading Quran, and they feel that khushu, that khudu, that closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or you read something in Quran, you loved it so much, and it hit you, and then you started crying. Now you started crying, tears rolling on your cheeks, and then you just went in your mouth. Or you let's say you're running, doing exercise a little bit, or you're doing hard work, and then you started sweating. Now 1 or 2 drops went in your mouth and you never felt no saltiness, you never felt anything, and you swallowed it. It won't break your fast. 1 or 2 drops, you won't even realize it went in your mouth. Yeah, but if they're in a big quantity, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears went in your mouth, and you tasted that saltiness of your sweat or your tears in your mouth, and you swallowed it as well, now it will break your fast. Okay, so it depends how much sweat and how much tears went in your mouth. If you felt saltiness, if you tasted saltiness in your mouth and you swallowed it, that will break your fast. 1 or 2 drops, they make no difference. Next one. Is it permitted to taste the food which you are cooking while fasting? So you are cooking food, iftari time, or you are head chef, it is their job, it is their requirement to taste food before they send it out. Or you're buying something, let's say. People, they have business of buying food as well, and then they go and taste. So can you taste food? Or you are a housewife and you're cooking food, of course you cannot taste food because you're making food for iftari, and before iftari you cannot eat anything. So can you taste food? Depending on the situation, okay? If there is no extreme condition, nothing happened, then you can never taste food, okay? The first thing is you cannot taste food while fasting. Yes, if you are a housewife and your husband got some anger issues, he got small fuses, they're boasting little things, and then he comes home and he thinks that, okay, I've been working all day long, and I'm glad you've been working all day long, your wife been working at home as well. It's not like just you were the only one working outside. Your wife was cleaning house, she was the one who was making food. Making food while fasting is more hard because she's standing right next to the food and you're smelling food as well. So don't think that you are the only one who's doing all hard work at your house. They are doing hard work as well. They were keeping roza as well all day long for 18, 17 hours. But still, if he comes home and you know he got some anger issues, salt goes a little bit high or a little bit less, or spices, for that woman, it is jaiz, it is permissible that she can taste food. But what does that mean, tasting food? That you take a whole bite and take it in? No. Taste means you taste and spit it out. Your throat don't taste anything. Your mouth tastes everything. You taste it in your mouth, not in your throat. So you taste and you throw it out. If you take it in, that will break your fast. Okay? Same goes with the chef as well. If that's his requirement. First of all, these kind of job people, they should take a month off. Or they should take that time off that I can't work daytime, I can do night shifts. Try to make some arrangements before month of Ramadan starts. If still they don't give you no days off, nothing at all, no holidays, then, and plus your manager is really strict or your boss is really strict and you can't find another job, then for that person in this extreme condition, yes, you can taste food, but I told you what is the meaning of tasting food. You taste and spit it out. You cannot swallow it. Can we use toothpaste or miswak while fasting? Sari started. Sari has already started. Can you paste? No. You cannot paste. You can use brush without paste, but you cannot use paste. I always give this example. Can you eat chewing gum while fasting? You're not swallowing it, are you? So chewing gum and paste, they both taste same, but paste is liquid. As soon as it goes in your mouth, there are higher chances they're going to end up in your throat. Plus the taste is so strong, even though you put it in your mouth, you will feel that the coolness in your throat. So you don't know it went in your throat or no. Yeah, another thing is if you used it If you use paste, will that break your fast? No, it won't break your fast. If it has not gone in your throat. If it did not go in your throat, it won't break your fast. But it is makruh. Highest level of makruh that you're using paste. Can you use miswak? Yes, of course you can use miswak. Using miswak is sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You can use miswak while fasting. You can use miswak, the taste miswak as well. The miswak, the one is tasteless. You can't taste anything. One miswak is got taste as well. Yes, you can use that. But you have to be again very careful. That taste and the strings comes off from miswak, they should not end up in your throat. If taste or strings goes in your throat, still it will break your fast. But you can use miswak while fasting. Either it got taste or it has no taste. Does vomiting break your fast? Now vomiting, remember this rule. There are 3 actions must be present at the time when you vomit. So 3 actions must be present at the time when you vomit. That vomit will break your fast. So first is that you vomit mouthful. Vomit has to be mouthful. That's the first one. Second one is then you knew you was fasting. Forgetfulness is a different thing. You started eating forgetfully. It don't break your fast. So when you vomit, you know you were fasting. The second condition. And the third one is you did it purposely. Intentionally you vomited. You put hand inside or did something purposely, action with your hand, then vomited. Vomit came. That vomit will break your fast. So there are 3 actions. When they are present at the time when you vomit, then roza will break. So first one is vomit has to be mouthful. Second, you intentionally vomited. And third, that you knew you were fasting. Now let me give you a few situations. You vomit, it was mouthful, you knew you were fasting, but it just came because you had too much sahri or you had something but you did not do anything. It's unintentionally came. You never did anything. You never put your hand inside your mouth to do vomit properly. It won't break your fast. Why? Because 2 conditions are there, the third is not there. One condition is mouthful, it came mouthful, you knew you were fasting, but third wasn't there, which was that you never did your own action intentionally. And normally that happens. This is the situation normally happens. The next situation, that you did it purposely. You put your hand inside, purposely. And you knew you were fasting, but vomit only came a little bit. Won't break your fast. Why? Because it wasn't mouthful. Another condition was gone. Third is, you put your hand in your mouth, try to vomit, and it was mouthful. You did it mouthful. 2 actions are there, but you did not know you were fasting. Forgetfully you did that. Won't break your fast because third condition is not there. So all these 3 conditions must be present at the time you vomit. Normally, to be honest, I tell you, vomit don't break fast. No one really, intentionally does vomit. No one does that. So vomit comes, don't just break your fast right away. Don't do that. Vomit does not break your fast. If someone gets the sahri time wrong and closes fast after sahri has ended, someone got the sahri time wrong. Like roza was starting at 4:30. Someone gave you the wrong information, or roza is closing at 4:35 or 4:32, and you kept eating till 4:32, 4:33. But actually roza closed at 4:30. So in this case, will the fast be valid? No, fast won't be valid. You have to make up that fast after Ramadan. Because even though you got wrong information, whatever happened, but roza starts from when? As soon Fajr time starts, before that you have to stop eating. You kept eating even after Sahri. That's what happens, especially back home. We used to do that. Azan idhar ho rahi hai, azan idhar ho rahi hai, that masjid is doing azan, that masjid is doing azan. Azan has got nothing to do with Sahri and Iftari. Remember that. Azan has got nothing to do with the Sahri and Iftari. Let's say it's Sahri time and you're waiting for azan. Here Imam Sahib finished his Sahri, but he's gone for wudu. He took 10 minutes to do wudu and he's giving azan at 4:40. Are you going to keep eating till 4:40? No. You look at your timetables. So 4:30 roza closing, before 4:30, 4:29, you should stop eating. Stop brushing, everything stop. If you keep eating after that, that's it. Now after that, if you stay hungry all day long, it's just basically you are hungry. You're starving yourself. Otherwise, that's not roza. You'll have to make up that fast after Ramadan. The next one is exact same. If someone gets the iftari time wrong, now opening time. Someone got iftari time wrong and open his fast before iftari. Will their fast be valid? No, it won't. Now let me give you the situation. Someone, he joked with you or something, or he gave you wrong information. Rosa was opening, let's say 6:15, quarter past 6. And he told you, Rosa is opening 10 past 6. And you open your Rosa 10 past 6. That's it, your whole Rosa is gone. You have to make up that fast after a month of Ramadan. Even though you got wrong information, whatever you did, because Rosa, what is the definition of Rosa I gave you last week? Which starts before Sahri, ends after sunset. And you open your fast before sunset, 5 minutes before. So make sure when you ask someone, then make sure the person is good person, is muttaqi person. Or you go and make sure. Then you open your fast. Don't open your fast even 1 minute before, or your Rosa is gone. Like happen again back home. People they go on azan. Someone gave it early azan, then what? Some kid jump in a masjid and start giving early azan, and you open your fast. Don't do that. Open your fast. Look at the timetable. I always say open your fast 1 minute after iftari time. Let's say 6:15. Rosa is opening. Maybe your watch was wrong or time was wrong. Open at 6:16. If Rosa is opening 6:30, open at 6:31 just to make sure. So these are two things. Iska dhyan rakhein. Now, is fasting obligatory upon a traveler? Is fasting obligatory upon a traveler? First of all, fasting is not obligatory upon a traveler. It is not wajib upon a traveler. Now, who is traveler? When a person leaves his house with the intention of going away 57.5 miles or 92 kilometers, that person calls traveler. So if you are going London from here, you are going Pakistan from here, anything which is 57.5 miles or 92 kilometers away, when you leave your house with the intention that you go in there, and there you are staying less than 15 days, then you are a traveler. Now, you was at home and you was about to leave for airport because you're going Pakistan or you're going India, whatever country you go in, but you got Sahri at home. Okay, if Sahri begins before you leave your house, it is obligatory upon you to start your fast. You cannot say, no, but I'm going to travel. You're going to travel. You're going to become a traveler. At the moment you are muqim, you are a local person, you are at home. You have to start your roza. Okay, so if Sahri begins before you leave to travel, then it is obligatory to start your fast of that day. Yes, another situation is that, let's say you was traveling and you was at the airport, or you are in plane, or you have left your town and you are on the way towards London. You're on a motorway. Now you got Sahri on the way. That Sahri you can leave and you can miss that fast. Then it's not obligatory upon you. People at home, they say that 8 o'clock is my flight. Rosa is closing 4 o'clock. They say we can't fast today. Why? Because I'm going to travel. You are not travel right now. Start your Sahri. हम अपने तरफ से रोज़े छोड़े होते हैं. ये रोज़ा आपके ऊपर लाजिम है. अपने रोज़ा रखना ही रखना है. तो घर में जो सहरी मिले वो अपने रोज़ा रखना है. रास्ते में सहरी मिले वो रोज़ा आप छोड़ सकते हैं. This is about traveler. You are home and Sahri has already started. You have to start your fast. You are traveling, you're on the way, and you got Sahri on the way, then you can leave that Sahri. Now, another condition for traveler. The question is, when a traveler becomes muqim, let's say you left this country, or you went on holidays, now you're coming back. You got to airport, and now you've entered in your city. And you still have 10 minutes or 5 minutes for Sahri to start. Do you have to start your fast? It is obligatory upon you to start your fast. You are not traveler anymore. So you're back now in your city, and still 5 or 10 minutes left for Sahri to start, for Roza to start. It is obligatory upon you, further upon you, to start your fast. Does applying lipstick, chapstick, or lip balm, or any other form of makeup used on lips whilst fasting break the fast? If any of these things have any kind of taste, and you touched it with your tongue, or you licked it with your tongue, and then you swallowed it, you took it in your mouth and you swallowed it, that will break your fast. But lipstick, they don't really have taste, or lip balms, you can get the tasteless one. But any of these things, if they are tasteless, then of course you can apply, like lip balm, or let's say chapstick on your, or anything which for medication, of course, if you're on your lips, and they are tasteless, then of course it won't break your fast, because you won't even realize something went in your mouth and you swallowed it. So anything which is tasteless, is fine, but it has got any taste and you took in your mouth and then you swallowed it, that will break your fast. Can a fasting person use an inhaler? These are the new masail, they are not in books. Of course, they are our ulama din, today's Muftiyan Ikram, they do ijtihad. They think, what shall we do? Of course, they go in ahadith and all these things, then they see the passageways, what goes in and what doesn't go in, what breaks your fast. So some Muftiyan Ikram can say, no, it does break your fast. Some can say they don't break your fast. But inhaler, it does break your fast. Because inhaler has medicine, there are 3 kinds of inhaler, powder, punch, or I don't know, pump one, and then different medicine, liquid ones as well. They all, the purpose is to throw medicine in your throat. Direct in your throat. That's why they put it here, direct in your throat. Anything goes in your throat, it breaks your fast. So if you have to use inhaler, doctor says without using inhaler, you cannot basically complete your fast, then of course you're exempt from fasting. You're excused from fasting. You don't have to fast. But if doctor says yes, you can use inhaler before Sahri and you will be fine all day long, and after Iftari, then alhamdulillah, that's fine. You have to fast then. But inhaler will break your fast if you use while fasting. If I've been prescribed by a doctor to use medicine in daytime, am I excused from fasting? If there is no other way, then yes, you are excused from fasting. No other way is what? Let's say painkillers, antibiotics can often be taken at Sahri time and or Iftari time. And doctor says that. My father-in-law, he takes painkillers. The doctor has said to him, that's fine, you can take painkillers or antibiotics before Sahri and you'll be okay all day long. And then you can take after Iftari once you open your fast. You have to fast. But if doctor says you have to take 3 doses in a day, like 1 in Sahri, 1 in a daytime, 1 in Iftari time, then of course you are exempt from fasting, you are excused from fasting. So medicine will of course break your fast. When woman is fasting and in midday her menstruation started, her bleeding started, is her fast broken or does she continue with her fast? Her fast breaks as soon as menstruation starts. Her fast breaks as soon as bleeding starts. After that she can eat and she can drink. That's fine. Yeah, she will have to make up this fast though after month of Ramadan. Is it permissible to fast while in the state of janaba? While in the state of impurity, like sexual impurity or let's say menstruation impurity. So can you start your fast while in that impurity? I think I did mention that last week as well, but we'll take this question as well. This is a very important question. So the impurity of menstruation, of course you can't fast in menstruation, but let's say menstruation finished 10 minutes before Sahri, you are basically bleeding stopped, or baby's birth, bleeding stopped 10 minutes before Sahri, 15 minutes before Sahri. Now, do you have to go and take bath and then you start your fast? Or you can start your fast in the state of janaba, this janaba, not the janaba of menstruation cycle is still going on and you're going to start your fast. In menstruation, you cannot start your fast. Or let's say husband had a sexual intercourse with wife and he had not taken bath. होता है ना, शर्म आती है, जॉइंट फैमिली में रह रहे होते हैं तो नहाने बंदा चला जा कहता है अब्बा जी देख रहे हैं नहाने जा रहा है बंदा, तो कुछ तो हुआ, तो बंदा बात ही नहीं लेता शर्म मारे. तो Sahri time came and he wants to start his fast. Can he start in that impurity, the state of impurity? Yes, of course. You can start in that state of impurity, but I mentioned last week that try to at least goggle your mouth and your nose. Wash your nose properly, rinse your nose with water before Sahri, because there are higher chances that your water is going to go in your throat. क्योंकि मुंह सही तरीके से धोना होता है, तो थोड़ा सा पानी लेके मुंह साफ नहीं करना, हर कोना मुंह का धोया होना चाहिए. क्योंकि there are 3 फर्ज in फर्ज गुसल. There are 3 kind of ghusls: Mustahab, Sunnat and Farz. Farz ghusl, you have to do 3 farz in that. Wash your mouth every corner properly. Wash your nose up to your hard bone. And rinse water all over your body. Every corner, every hair of your body should get wet. One hair is missing. You walking in masjid, haram. You touching Quran, haram. You reading Quran, haram. How many things are haram? You thinking, Alhamdulillah, today I went in masjid, first person me, I read Quran, I read Namaz, mashallah, full of barakah the day was. Yeah, you did haram, every single thing was haram. You sitting in a masjid was haram. So that's why I say, learn obligatory knowledge, that what is haram and what is farz and what you need to learn, inshallah. So you can start your fast in the state of janaba, impurity. Now there are two rules which allow pregnant and breastfeeding woman or person with illness to miss fasting. So there are two rules which permit pregnant and breastfeeding woman and a person with any kind of illness to miss fasting. What those two rules are? One is that when a Muslim doctor for health reasons advises you to not fast, it has to be a Muslim doctor. But you go to any other doctor, English doctor, he's going to say, you're going to fast for 30 days. Even a healthy person is going to say, are you mad? You're going to die. वो तो छोटी छोटी चीज़ों पे आपको excuse दे देंगे. Right? So it has to be a Muslim doctor who's practically Muslim doctor. Right? If he is prescribing that you can leave fast because of your health issues, then you can leave fast. That's the one thing. Second is personal experience from previous fast. You fasted yesterday or you fasted day before yesterday and you passed out, not dizziness. लोग फोन करते हैं इमाम साहब मैंने रोज़ा रखा मेरे सर में दर्द हो गया मैं कल छोड़ता रोज़े का मकसद तेरे सिर दर्द करना ही थी दिन में 5 बार खा रहे हो तुम हैं अब तुम रोज़ा रखोगे एक बार नहीं खाओगे सर में दर्द नहीं होगा तो और क्या होगा you fast you are used to of eating 5 times in a day and now you are eating once in a day. Of course you're going to get some kind of headache, some kind of dizziness, and people are not even ready to take that. This is what Roza actually is, to make you feel that it is hard, going through hardships. And we think, no, Roza has to go nice and smooth like it goes, like other days we spend. It's not going to be. So, little bit dizziness, little bit of headaches, that's fine. You cannot leave Roza. When can you leave Roza? Your personal experience has to be, you passed out. धड़म से गिरे नीचे फिर जाकर रोजा छोड़ना है. Then you can break your fast. When you feel that I'm about to, something going to happen now. My heartbeat went really fast or something happened. Then you can break your fast and then you can leave your next day's fast. This is called personal experience from your previous fast. Not a little bit things happen and then you can leave fast. Imam Sahib, I work in a call center. I have to talk a lot. Can I leave fast? I have to talk here 1 hour, then I have to teach after that 3-hour session. So I should be exempt from fasting anyway. Can't do that. So there are only 2 rules. When a Muslim doctor, now some people they say, no, I went to a doctor, but he's not Muslim, but he did say to me, yes, you, and he says he's a non-Muslim doctor, but he's well experienced. Yeah, now you can do that. He's very experienced, well experienced doctor who's non-Muslim. He is telling you, you cannot fast or you're going to damage your body or your brain or something going to happen to you. Now just for fulfilling the criteria Islamically, just go to any Muslim doctor as well. Tell him, look, this doctor has told me to do that. Is that okay if I leave fast? If he says yes, yeah, that's fine. You can leave fast. Alhamdulillah. It is makruh for a fasting person to do something which makes it difficult for him to complete his fast. Like kind of excessive exercise. People don't leave their gym even though in month of Ramadan. If you can do easily, chalo, theek hai, that's fine. But why don't you drop down your sets? Do 2 sets. Less weight, more reps. If you want to carry on, just do that. Otherwise, it's going to be you making it difficult for your own self. So don't do that much. So it is makruh doing that. The making it difficult for yourself to complete roza. Now let's go towards fidya. We're going to talk about fidya. This is very important. People traveling, women with pregnancy, breastfeeding, or little bit illness, they start paying fidya. Imam Sahib paying fidya. Can't pay fidya. Listen to this very carefully. Who can pay fidya and who cannot pay fidya for their missed fasts, and how much is fidya? Now, anyone with the terminal illness, doctor told you, that's it, you are never going to become healthy. Like old people, 90 years old, 80 years old, he's not going to become 50 now. He's not going to become young. Why? Doctor said, why, okay, that's why you done now, downhill. Or you got some kind of illness, even though you're young, you kind of illness that doctor says it's never going to be cured. These people can pay fidya. Only these people can pay fidya. No one else can pay fidya other than these. Pregnant woman, of course, once the pregnancy is finished, after that you become healthy, you have to make up all those fasts. No matter how much fidya you give, it's going to go as a nafli sadqa. Fidya is not accepted. Okay? Or the person who's traveler, of course, you're traveling, going to finish one day. You're going to become muqim. Then you will have to start your fast. And you have to make up that fast. Breastfeeding woman, of course, at that time, you don't want to fast. That's fine, you don't fast. But after that, you have to make up that fast. Now, pregnant woman, can they leave fast? That's another thing. No, they cannot leave fast. Pregnant woman and breastfeeding woman. When can they leave fast? When they start feeling, again the same criteria I gave you before. When they start feeling really weak, then they can leave fast. Otherwise, they can't leave fast too. Most likely, of course, they will feel, dizzy and weak. Then, of course, they can leave fast, but they cannot pay fidya. They will have to make up those fasts later on. Now, another term in fidya: if an ill person can fast in short days, because right now, let's say 19 hours roza or 18 hours, but in winter time, roza time goes down 8 hours, 7 hours, and they can't fast at that time. Still, you can't get fidya. Now you have to make all these fasts in those days. If you can make a fast in shorter days, you have to fast. Fidya won't work. Another condition: if you have paid fidya, doctor told you your terminal illness or whatever happened, and you paid fidya, everything done, and after that you became healthy, you have to make up all those fasts. Your fidya went as a nafli sadaqah. Okay? So whatever fidya you paid went as nafli sadaqah, because you have to do fast now, because you become healthy now. What is fidya amount? Fidya amount is just like fitrana amount. Fitrana is £5, fidya is £5. So whatever is fitrana, that is fidya. For one fast, you just have to pay £5 one fast. Thus fidya. A person missed fast in his life, then he passed away before doing the qada, before making up all those fasts. Can someone else do qada of his missed fast on behalf of him after his death? Now remember, no one can offer a badani ibadat. Badani ibadat is any physical worship behalf of other person. What other physical worships are? Salah is physical worship. Fasting is physical worship. Zakat is not physical worship. So someone can pay behalf of someone else zakat. Hajj is mix of both things. So someone can do Hajj as well behalf of someone else. Farz Hajj, Hajj-e-Badal. Both Salah and Roza, they are badani ibadat, physical, jismani ibadat. No one can do behalf of other person. So no one can keep fasts behalf of other person. You must pay fidya for your missed fasts. So if you are dying, let's say, and you know you missed many fasts in your life, it is obligatory upon you to make wasiyat, to write will, that this is how many fasts I've missed. Please pay fidya from my money, not from my children's money. Okay? Some parents, they start blackmailing their children. Okay, you have to pay fidya from your money. Children don't have to pay fidya from their own money. If you are leaving anything behind, then you can read wasiyat. लोगों पे डालते जा रहे हैं अपने सारे कारनामे. जिंदगी में कभी रोजे रखे नहीं है, मरने के बाद हमें याद आया था अल्लाह. अब अल्लाह दुनिया में रह के याद करना था, मरने के बाद तो वैसे ही जा रहे हैं उसके पास. ये वक्त है अल्लाह को याद करने का. ये वक्त है जब हम गाड़ियों के पीछे भाग रहे होते हैं, जब हम लड़कियों के पीछे भाग रहे होते हैं. When running after this dunya materialistic things, this is the time you remember Allah. This is the time you remember Allah. Fasting month is coming. When you get to old age, 90 years old, then of course, what are you going to do? You don't want to play PS5. You don't want to go and play football. You don't want to do anything. Of course, you're going to come in masjid. That's the only place left now. This is the time. Your youth, young people, stop running after your cars. Yeah, I'm not saying buying cars is haram. Going out is haram. Do everything, but don't leave your obligatory actions. The job Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, fulfill that job. Don't know how many janazah we done here, 35 years old, 40 years old, 20 years old, 15 years old, we done janazah here. So don't think you're going to live till 80. Don't think you're going to live till 90. Anytime, maybe you don't even see Ramzan. I know many people dying. Last week we did janazah. Probably he was thinking as well, Ramzan is coming, inshallah, I'm going to be preparing myself. There you go, before Ramzan is gone. Ramzan still a week away. May Allah subhanahu give us tawfiq to get to Ramzan. Yeah? मगर कोई पता नहीं जिंदगी का होता, किस वक्त सांस रुके और बंदा गया. तो अपने आप को यहाँ पे रह के ठीक करें, आगे के आगे नहीं ठीक जाएगी. उलमा दिन फरमाते हैं, बेवकूफ़ है वो शख्स जो कि कीकर का पेड़ लगा के सोचिए अभी आम निकलेंगे. You're doing something wrong here and you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to send you in Jannah. And our dua is, काम सारे हराम के, our every action is haram, and dua Jannatul Firdaus. Yeah, you do ask for Jannatul Firdaus, but do something for Jannatul Firdaus. Sahaba, look at the Sahaba living with Rasulullah in the shade of Rasulullah. Jannati wada. And that dua was, oh Allah, give us death upon Iman. When was the last time you made dua? Give us death upon Iman. Oh Allah, I want to marry this girl. प्लीज़ सुबह तो रात तक उयो कुड़ी दिमाग क्यों निकलदी को नहीं, ना नमाज ना रोज़ा ना हज ना ज़कात। वो जो कुड़ी आमदी है महीने बाद माम को नसीहत देने, माम साहब इत्थों जान छड़ाओ। Right, so this is all that I think. And now humble request, very quick humble request to the employers, make some arrangements for your employees who are Muslim so that they can complete this month of Ramadan, that they can feel blessed as well. Make some arrangement for prayers, make some arrangement so they can more breaks or short breaks, or don't give them breaks if they want to go home and they can open Roza at home with their families. So try to, adjust with your employees, make it easy for them in this month of Ramadan, and inshallah so Allah will bless them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless your rizq as well, inshallah. Jazakallahu khair, wa ma alayna illa al-balagh wal mubin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.